Even high enough yet. Hello, hi. And are you ready? So, what's it going to be? Miller or Petterson? Who's your pick? What do you got to say? I'm sure you got a lot more than I do. I need to put myself on. Putting myself on mute. Thank you. I'm still not tall enough. I need to crank myself up. And we're coming to you from beautiful Vancouver Island, British Columbia. And, wow. Yeah. So I guess it's pretty obvious which team we're favoring. But I do have a little score pad here if you want to sort of choose a Team M or Team P here.
Well, I could use a pen and a piece of paper, yeah.
Are you going to keep track of Team M and Team P?
Well, no, I just want to watch. Sometimes I think of things.
Oh, okay. Well, here, I'll give you a different pen of paper. That's my pen of paper.
Oh, well, you can just steam over there. If you're keeping track. I didn't know you already had a 2-team thing.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll give you another piece of paper.
So here we are, pregame, folks. Let's have a few stats. Bob, throw out some stats for us.
Yes, Bob, throw out some stats.
Okay.
This is Bob here. He's the person that actually knows what he's talking about. And there's a...
Tonight,
that's the
in
same
Nashville,
okay.
The Vancouver Canucks and the Nashville Predators are going to meet. They met last year in the playoffs. It was a lot of bad blood. But we stole their goalie, Kevin Lankinen, who has been an absolute star for us at a bargain price. But he's not starting in goal. Thatcher Demko is. Hold on, quick stat on him. In the last 2 games, he's had 8 goals scored on him. 8. Good.
Oh,
now,
that's...
Who else did we get from the Predators? We got Kiefer Sherwood, who has turned out to be an absolute blessing. This guy hits anybody on the ice. He's going to set a record this year for most body checks, right? So I'm not too sad about that. But there's a few other guys that have been hidden in the back that should come forward tonight, like Kevin DeBrusque. Oh, Dakota Joshua's back. Oh, I love this guy. I love him. I tell you, last year that line with Garland and whoever they throw with them did fantastic. They're almost guaranteed a point a game minimum. And just speaking of Garland, Connor Garland, he's the #1 point guy on our team. One of the smallest players in the NHL with the most points. So let's get down to what this is all about.
Okay. What's it all about?
JT Miller or Elias Pettersson.
Okay.
Who do you want? The old guy with a good heart or the young guy with lots of finesse? But kind of finicky, I must say.
Maybe a little prima donna, maybe.
If I really had my way, my choice is keep them both, make them play. Tell them to shut up.
There you go.
What's the coach for?
Exactly.
What's the coach doing?
Wait.
Think about it. That's his job, is to mediate the players, make them, coach them along.
This is the time where I can read my poem.
And this, there you go.
Can I read my poem?
To sum this all up, my partner, Gail, will now enunciate the truth.
Okay. He is the hockey brains in the house. I like to put things to words. So let's put this to words. We may read this a few times tonight. We may have the same conversation a few times tonight. It depends on how many people we have coming in here. But for you coming in at the beginning, here we go. In Vancouver's realm, where hockey reigns supreme, 2 titans clash, disrupting the team's dream. JT Miller, seasoned, fierce, and bold. Elias Pettersson, young, with skills untold. On ice, their synergy should lead the way, yet off the rink, discord holds its sway. A rift has formed, a chasm deep and wide, affecting how the Canucks now glide. Reports emerge of tension's heavy strain, a feud that brings the franchise pain. The hockey news proclaims dire state, no good solution to this tangled fate. Don Cherry's voice with criticism sharp targets Petterson, strikes a dissonant heart. The legendary figure takes his aim at the Swedish star, assigning blame. Within the locker room, the air is tense. Chemistry erodes at what expense? Jim Rutherford, with candor speaks his mind, admits the team's cohesion is maligned. Trade rumors swirl, a tempest in the news, as management considers who to choose. To part with Miller's grit or Petterson's flair, a decision is fraught with weighty care. The fans look on, their hearts entwined with hope that resolution comes, enabling them to cope. For on the ice, united they must stand to bring the glory back to this proud land. O hockey gods, bestow your grace, heal the wounds, this discord erase. Let Miller's fire and Petterson's skill combine to conquer, to fulfill. For in this game, it's unity that wins, not rivalries or internal chagrins. May they find common ground, a shared desire to lift the Canucks and to inspire. In ranks where banners of the past still gleam, let these two stars rekindle the team's dream. Together they can forge a path anew and lead Vancouver's quest for glory true. Yeah, that is inspired by me, but with a little help of AI chat GPT. And yeah, there's our poem for the night.
The unfortunate thing, since I came to Nanaimo 10 years ago, I have literally put a microscope on this team. I've listened to every game on the radio, and now I watch every game on TV. My opinion is they're saying they're going to blow up the core of the team. Well, what have they done? Well, we got in the playoffs last year, but that seems kind of fluky now, doesn't it? So I guess they're going to go. And they're even saying, obviously, Brock Besser, JT Miller, Elias Pettersson, and the goalie, Dr. Demko, said he's unsatisfied. You know how much talent we could bring into our team? How many number one picks we could stock up our farm team with and have players for a whole generation? Come on. JT Miller's old. Pettersson wants too much money. Demko, I don't know what's wrong with him. Last 2 games, he scored 8 goals. Let's see what happens tonight. But Brock Besser wants to go back to the States. He always wanted to go back and play in Minnesota. Let him, he's always been a good Canuck. He's been here for 8 or 9 years. He's been a good Canuck. He goes back to the Sedins.
That's quite a few years, all right. I can remember back. And, the Sedins.
That's just my opinion.
The last.
I'm not a professional doctor.
Almost made it to the cup. Well, I wonder how they're, let us know. Come on in. Let us know how you feel about
Do you remember what I said earlier about, unfortunately for this management team, they inherited some things and some players and some stuff like that. And like last year, for instance, when they were talking about Pettersson, this contract, people were screaming, give him whatever he wants. And that's basically, they give him $11.5 million to play 15 to 20 minutes of hockey every other night for a few months. Jeez whiz.
That's a pretty good deal for somebody.
Yeah, I think they worked it out. It's like $65,000. I can't remember. It's astronomical. When the average person's, they usually just over minimum wage trying to make it, right? Especially hockey fans are like the salt of the earth, right?
Yes, that's for sure.
You wouldn't know that if you went to a game. So the price of the tickets.
No.
But nowadays, I'm thinking, I've been to a lot of hockey games. And I'm thinking I'd much rather watch in my living room on this big screen TV because it's almost like, and I get every camera angle. When I'm sitting in the corner, what am I seeing? I'm seeing just the action once in a while in the corner.
Yeah.
You know, if you sit anywhere else on the sides, you get hit by the puck and get killed.
Yes.
Let's face it. What is hockey really? Hockey's a way to get through winter. Like, let's face it, okay? And it keeps you in shape because in the old days, the farmers wouldn't do much in the wintertime. So they had to have some sort of outdoor activity where they could see each other and blow some steam, right? And stay in shape for the haying season and all the, you know, the calving season and all the seasons for that matter. Boy, this room's filling up quick. I should put on your hat and see here. This is perfect.
Yeah, I put my hat.
I am the Canucks Swami. Tonight I predict 3-1 for the Canucks.
Oh, I got it.
You got it there. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
I said it out there live. Went on the internet. Around the world. People in Bangladesh are buying tickets based on my suggestions. Look at the odds. Bob's never wrong.
Oh, it reminds me. I'm supposed to be doing my numbers.
Why do we pick on Bangladesh?
Oh,
they never did anything
actually,
wrong.
Bangladesh hasn't done anything wrong at all that I know of. Well, I mean, I think they're actually, aren't they, one of the world's largest polluters?
I just said what was hockey for in the wintertime. What do you think sports is for? Where did sports come from, really? Was to get the regular people to stop looking at what the government was doing. Because they didn't, it made them sick and they couldn't do anything anyway. So they, you know, give us games and bread, right? Like the Romans. As long as we have our games and our bread, we're okay. It's weird though when you look at a hockey bench of a bunch of and they're all making like millions, each player is making millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know, if that plane ever crashed there on me, that'd be a huge payout. Oh my God.
To somebody. No, don't even make predictions like that.
I wonder how many air miles the average hockey player gets if you live in play on the
Did you do me a
Canucks.
favor and pass me a lozenge from the back of that second part?
What's that? You want to figure out the air miles?
No, I need a lozenge. I have a little bit of a cough, a little bit of a scratchy throat.
This is the real thing, folks. You're not sitting in some office.
Oh yeah, there you go. No, this is like
this is the
we are real people here with
deal.
You know, real people who can't afford to buy a ticket to go to the game.
Well, we got dogs.
Well, we can sure.
We can sit home with our dogs.
We can sit here like you know, I can sit here. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a cough lozenge. They're square. Feel it's a Ricola. Haven't got the hockey knowledge, but you know, I'm really good at nodding my head.
Oh,
and,
you're a fan.
You know, I can read poetry, kinda.
Hey, you've been to hockey. We went to a few games.
Yeah.
Ricola.
Oh yeah, no, I've been to hockey games, right? It's just that right now it's not the center of my universe. I like the sweater, you know. So I have every chance to be fashionable. I don't get much chance to really show off what I'm wearing because I'm usually quite unusual and quirky in my.
Hey, we're doing something as a family unit. Look at this dog. See, he's an upsurfer. He upsurfed me.
Well, you know, we've got our main.
Where am I supposed to go?
His name is Miles. You know, Miles, and he is a dog that's sort of in the Canucks. Doesn't the Canucks have like official dog this block? Well,
Go Canucks, go.
I can't remember his name, but
Go Canucks, go.
they were inspired by this little guy here, Miles.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Who agrees that Labrador Retrievers are one of the best breeds of dogs in the world? Well, I agree. Do you agree? I think Labs are among the best dogs as far as you know, as far as a family pet. As far as like shedding, not so much. You know.
Tell us in the chat what you like to see between periods.
Yeah,
you know what I like to see? I like when they bring out the little tiny kids and they play hockey and they have a smaller area to score. But I mean, it's like watching ants. Oh wait! Stop promo.
Word here. I got
Ants Canada.
Wait a minute, Ants Canada, which is a really good website to watch.
One of my favorites.
I have to say something. This last weekend, it's really something else, actually. My great grandson, who lives in Regina, lives in Saskatchewan, 2 years old, got his first pair of skates.
Oh, right.
There we go.
At 2 years old, that's
You know,
pretty small.
yeah,
feat.
I'd say, so what year is that going to be? Like 2040?
What do you mean when he gets
2040-ish, he's going to be like
drafted by the NHL?
yeah, there you go. 2040, I don't know.
But then they'll be making like
Rookie then.
50, 60 million a year, right?
There you go. And it all began with a little CJ just on this last weekend.
It's in the genes.
Yeah, there you go.
It's in the genes.
I think the Prairie Boys, like naturally, Prairie Boys should become hockey players. I mean, they're born into it. I have a hard time thinking about Florida and hockey. A young boy growing up in the sands of Miami.
The only ice you should see down there is in your drink.
Yeah, that's true. This is a light here at my eyes.
I even have a hard time going further south to North Carolina. Sorry.
I've actually never been to North Carolina. I've actually, as far as the south, well, I've been to Tijuana, but that's sort of farther south on the other side. Actually, no, I've been to Hawaii. That's as far south as you can go.
I'm a digital traveler.
In the United States.
I've been everywhere.
Yeah, I've been everywhere too. Oh,
a little promo here for GeoGuessr.
GeoGuessr, I'm a GeoGuessr.
Aficionado.
Yeah, I play GeoGuessr every day.
So what's your prediction on the game tonight? Yeah?
My prediction is, I don't even. 5-3, but I'm not going to say who's going to be the winning team.
I knew you were going to say that.
But I'm not going to say who's going to be the winning team. How's that?
Oh, you just say okay.
Yeah, I just.
Who do you think is going to score the winning goal on our team?
Whoever scores the winning goal on this team is the player you should keep.
What if it's Dakota Joshua?
Then he decides who goes. There.
Make him do it. Okay, it's your decision.
That
whoever
is it.
Scores first.
You heard it here first. Whoever scores the winning goal gets to decide what to do about this little
Can I say
little
something?
Argument or whatever we got
going on. Can I just throw in one more thing here that nobody's looking at? JT Miller lives in the East Coast. He's that's where he lives. He's got a couple of little kids.
Oh,
okay. So being here is an
maybe he
also
won't,
every chance he gets, he flies back home, right?
There you go. So
where does Elias Pettersson live?
He better not be living in Sweden. We'll be in big trouble.
Holy jumped up Jesus! No, he lives here.
Yes, I know that.
In fact, he's actually insisted on staying. He wants to stay.
No, okay.
So maybe we can brainwash him, bring him back.
Well, he better, perform pretty well. He's got to,
Oh no, the management's going like everybody's gone. We're cleaning house.
Somebody's got to butter the bread. Yeah. And
the thing is, we have to play them and win, so we get a better price for the players. Do you know what I mean? And of course, the players want to do better because they want to. Look at you throwing her stuff around there.
That's okay. Those are just the little Tic Tacs you gave me. I don't want anyways.
Oh, another promo.
And I do have this Labrador retriever here. He doesn't care about them, or he'd be after them. But I'm telling you, if I got today happens to be, and this is a really good hockey snack food. Today happens to be corn chip day, National Corn Chip Day. No lie. But what if I do this?
Uh-oh.
He doesn't care about the Tic Tac, my boy.
Is this a brand? Is this a product placement?
Old Dutch, Canadian brand. We're all Canadians here.
Okay, Old Dutch, if you wouldn't mind sending another case, just samples so we can try them out. We tried this one up, but they were kind of expensive at $6 a pop.
What's the other young man? Would you like to have it? I can't see him. We cannot see him without light.
How did I not see
Here you go. There you go. If I'd known that it was going to be that kind of resolution, I would have just gone off the other.
So where is the
laptop? But we're just do this for a little bit. I don't think we'll be watching the full game here. I don't know.
What? What do you mean?
I don't know.
We're watching the full game.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you didn't want to watch. Okay.
On that monitor over there. Well, no, sometimes home games, especially when it starts getting around 9:30 after watching the whole day, my eyes get sore from the screen, right? I'll tell you though.
I can understand.
In the old days, I've been watching some old games, and it's actually refreshing having the advertising now. But before it was too much white. The ice was white.
Yeah,
Owners
that's
were
true.
white,
Yeah, that is
and
true.
it was insane. They had the glass back in the day when they had it on the sides, that was an improvement, was really low.
Mm-hmm.
So like it wasn't any more protection. It was
Yeah.
like useless. I watched the USSR Canada 1974, which was the version of the World Hockey League, and the World Hockey League was around for about was it 8 years? Can't remember. And it got absorbed. Some of the teams got absorbed into the NHL. Like the Atlanta Flames became Calgary.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Edmonton Oilers. What's Carolina's? The Blue Jackets. What are the other ones? Not the Blue Jackets. Oh. The biggest burn ever in the NHL was when they took a team away from Minnesota and split it into two, made one Dallas and one in San Jose. Somebody made a lot of money making two franchises out of one.
Yeah, that's true.
Guess what? Minnesota got the team back. Speaking of getting the team back, another little known fact was there's a crazy farmer who lived in Saskatchewan who would frequently, every day, call the RCMP and order, no, it was in Manitoba.
Was it in Manitoba?
And order the RCMP, which is the police force here in Canada, to bring back the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, really?
Okay. That they've been taken illegally, it was all wrong, and they had to come back. So I imagine when they actually got their team back, this guy really celebrated. And I hope he wrote a really nice letter to the RCMP for doing their job.
I'm sure that
he talk about nuts.
Totally responsible for it all alone.
Yes, the whale people.
Yes, we live here on Vancouver Island, home of the orca.
I saw a nice video today on YouTube Shorts, and it was the orcas. One of them had a baby, and they were swimming between those little tiny islands, and people just happened to be standing there. They're freaking out. Of course, everybody has a phone now, right?
Yeah, I think I saw that video.
Why is it whenever there's that special moment, there's one idiot that has to keep talking? And it ruins
everybody's video. I know. That's why we have to put music.
I mean, they were so close. You could hear them blowing air out of the blowholes and stuff. It's really neat.
That's why we have to put some of that. We have to put music sometimes on our videos, and everybody complains. Why did you use that horrible music?
Yeah.
Well, we first of all, to be not copyright, we were only allowed to use certain music. It's only available to us. So I'm sorry. But until we become musicians, until we start composing our own music, I guess. Don't talk when people are filming.
That's why you use natural sounds from the environment, because it is natural, and people should learn to shut up and pay attention.
And stop speaking when you're filming, yeah.
It's like, I know you like to hear your own voice. But especially now, with so many people whipping out their phone, you realize there's 6 people filming something.
I remember we couldn't even bring out. They would search you for. We went to a hockey game in 1990 or something, and I had I had a video camera. I mean, and I had to smuggle that thing in.
Yeah, they weren't cool on anything.
Boy,
no radio, no audio recording, and no video recording, right?
And we didn't have. What did we had the micro tack phone. It was not taking pictures or anything, that's for sure. No windows, none of that stuff. That didn't come till much later.
Oh, the telephone. That's got to be the most rapid advancement in technology in 10 years, going from 2000 to 2010. Everybody has a camera in their pocket. What do you call it? A personal device? I'm sorry. Yeah, individual personal device. We should have called it the Pearl.
Your personal assistant. I wasn't going to say that.
But
yeah,
I tell you, boy, If you could go back in time 30 years
Yeah.
with a few $1,000s, you could come back a multi-billionaire.
Yes, that's for sure.
Who knew? I mean, every stock market advisor was saying to people on TV, no, this is not real. Their EBITDA is not right. They have to make
EBITDA.
29 times what you bought that. You bought that stock for $100. Well, they got to make it 29 times back. That is never going to happen. This company, and that people started to realize, yeah, this is all bullshit, but I'm going to keep playing. And it's always the guys that come in late that get stuck.
Well, I think we're all on here, and we'll give it another 5 minutes, and then good luck to everybody. If you come in later, comment down below who you would choose to select. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Maybe you'll catch us sometime when we're actually live. Click that bell, the notification, so you know when we are. And we're relatively new at doing this, but we've got a lot of ideas for people who are Canucks fans, or fans of just about anything in the world, because
We're into everything.
We've been creating content for 30 years about a lot of things, and right now we're concentrating on celebrations and things that make you feel good. And you can check it out at the website. It's gocybernaut.com. That's GOCYBERNAUT.com. And yeah, you'll have a look and see what we do. So we're here to make your day. And if you see something you enjoy, and we've got everything from hobbies and pastimes and sports to countries and cities and foods.
Celebrations.
Yeah, it's all celebrations of all these. It's all celebration.
From the Day of the Dead.
Music.
St. Patrick's Day,
Music. It's
you
there.
name it.
If it's a holiday, it's there. And if it's not there, let us know. Maybe I'll include it. I'm always looking for new holidays to include. And every morning at some time early in the morning.
If you have any other interests.
Early in the morning. When I get to it, I haven't got a particular actual time right now. I'll do I do the World News Report in poetry fashion, and then I have another segment where we talk about what holidays we're celebrating that day. So those are the two things that I do pretty well every day, as long as there's a celebration. And then of course there's news every day, so that'll be done. And I do pop-ups for pop-up lives throughout the day while I'm working, while I'm creating content. If you want to learn how to do content and watch me work, we can do it that way with the camera behind me. Or if you want to keep me company and have a coffee, we can do it that way with the camera in front of me and hang out. But here we're waiting to watch for the hockey game and
Aloha.
And aloha. And sure, the fan fun with whoever wants to come by and keep us company. But yeah, right now the question is who do you think should what do you think about this JT Miller Elias Pettersson thing? Should we either the two work it out and shake hands and try to work together? Let's be a team.
We tried that.
Or should one go and one stay? Or does one want to go? Does one want to stay?
Or both go.
Yeah, there you go. Let's hear what you have to think about it. I'm just a person sitting here. I'm not a great hockey knowledge. Oh, Bob over here has a little more knowledge than the average Canuck fan, I would think. And
that's right.
Chat with y'all. Vancouver Canucks fan, Calgary Flames fan. I don't know, wherever you want to go. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody's got their team. They got their reason. Hey, let me know why you like your team then.
Hey, the Flames got a good team. They aren't playing up to their expectations. They got a good team. and we swindled them.
And it doesn't even have to be a hockey. Perhaps
Two of their best players last year.
Perhaps your
Yeah,
thing
we
is
got
football, and you want to talk about the upcoming Super Bowl, which I know nothing
Bowl.
about either. But hey, if you want to talk about it, I'd love you to teach me about it. This is the way we learn these things. We're not born knowing everything. We gotta have friends come here and teach us and tell us about these things. Here we go. So I don't know if somebody's. We have another little. We have somebody that may have popped in, and don't be shy. We could use.
Oh, I thought we were signing off. We're not signing off.
No, I'm not signing off. We're giving ourselves another few minutes.
Half
See
an
if
hour. Half an hour.
yeah, we got another half an hour before showtime, before the game starts, and we want to know what everybody thinks. What are your predictions for the game? You don't have to talk about the personnel problems within the team.
The present day dilemma.
No, let us know. What do you think? What do you think about the predictions of the games? What do you think? I'd say it's going to be a 5-3 for somebody. Bob, what are you saying? Yours is going to be
I'm going 3-1.
For Canucks?
I'll go with the Canucks. Because they're on
3-1 for the Canucks.
They won the last two games, and their goalie's coming back, and he's probably going to surprise us. Because remember what I just said?
Hello, Isla. Isla. Isla says I can't stay long, but wanted to say hi again, Gail and
Hello.
Bob. I'll stay until my little hearing aids die. Well, thank you very much. We're just sitting here waiting for the game to start to sort of be making predictions about who's gonna who's gonna stay and who's gonna go between the Petterson and Miller, and also the predictions about what's the score gonna be in the game. What did I say? 5-3?
5-3.
I better say 5-3 for the Canucks because it's bad luck to bet against your team, isn't it? I mean, come on.
You're wearing their jersey.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, wearing their jersey. Yeah. I figured the Canucks was going to win tonight. Go Canucks, go! Come on, you got us cheering your side. At least there's a few of us on Vancouver Island making the dream come true.
Well, you support your team all the time.
You do.
Not just on and off the bandwagon.
That's right. Yes.
But it's not. I'm not saying it's not emotional.
Emotion, yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
You got to remember this. For me, I'm going my 11th year nonstop.
Yeah. You got to remember, Bob is a hockey fan. I'm the surfing fan.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm the one that goes a little bit crazy with the Bounds-Eye pipeline. But go Koa. Yeah, Koa and Nate. But that's a whole other.
I'm sure you'd have to be kind of nutty to be a professional hockey player with all the travel and people. You're my favorite player and all that time.
Yeah.
But you have to be absolutely insane to go out in the 25-foot waves or even 15-foot waves where it can crush and snap your spine.
Yeah,
I've been in that situation at Sandy Beach.
I enjoy what I enjoy is the beauty of surfing. I really do. It's the dance between the surfer and the nature. The nature. And the Bounds-Eye pipeline. I mean, come on. What other wave is it? It's the most famous wave in the world. I mean, sort of Hawaii 5-0 started every week with that old Bounds-Eye pipeline. And I've sat on the beach at the Bounds-Eye pipeline. During a competition, and felt it's like an earthquake. There's just
and loud, it's very loud,
and very loud. But yeah,
exciting.
It's a very. It's funny because remember we watched actually way back in the day. What was it, Saturday Night Live? And they had Wayne Gretzky. And he was doing a skit where he was a Hawaiian hockey player, wasn't that?
Yeah, yeah, he gets recognized by shooting a piece of bread across the restaurant. He's a waiter.
Oh God!
And the guy goes, "How would you like to play for the Waikiki Warriors?"
Oh right, Waikiki Warriors. So there's a team I'd like to see. All defensemen. Yeah.
The other thing is that they had a skit where Sylvester Stallone comes in after Gretzky loses the Stanley Cup, and he tries giving him advice. And of course, Wayne's like almost crying, but Stallone's going, couldn't you have like a goalie that holds up a big piece of wood in front of the goal? There's no way they could shoot.
Yeah.
Wayne's crying away. He's like, oh God, no.
Back in the day when Wayne Gretzky was a totally different person. Young hockey player with a whole future ahead of him. Before Hollywood got hold of the Hollywood and high stake money, I guess. I don't know. But we're gonna leave that right there because I could carry on into territory I don't want to go into because we're Canadians here. None of that stuff really matters, right? We're not becoming the 51st state. If we become the 51st state, guess who's moving to the 50th state? Me.
Wayne Gretzky had an absolute horror of flying. He was terrified of flying. He may never have been a hockey player.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You know what he did? He got hypnotized, went for hypnosis.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you like that story, guess what? The guy that owns the Edmonton Oilers got him in a small airplane and made him sign a contract. And Wayne was so scared, so freaked out, he would have done anything to get that plane to come. And it was like,
oh, really?
How can they treat somebody like that, right?
Well, there you go.
Using your worst fear against you, you know?
I guess these young hockey players got more rights now. That's why. How much does Petterson get as a young hockey player?
Well, he gets $11.6 million a year.
Well, how old is he?
He's 26.
Well, at least he's old enough to understand how to invest it now. Oh.
What they did is they have, because so many hockey players screw up, they have NHLPA, which is NHL Players Association, started these things to help these guys invest their money, to explain to them, bringing in people who lost it all, who were famous.
Yeah, and then we've seen a few.
And talking to the young men, right? Like, look, you guys, I had it all. I had the car, I had the house.
Yeah.
You know, well, guess what? As soon as my career was over, I wasn't bringing in that, hundreds of thousands of dollars every few months, right? And they lost it all. They didn't make the investments.
Isla says, I don't know much about hockey games. I had to sit to them as a kid, getting curlers put in my hair because we had to go to church on Sunday. It was very uncomfortable sleeping with those.
Yeah. Every Saturday night.
Oh, no. Yeah.
A little tiny.
I got the
Tony.
Tony perm, and oh boy, that's another thing. As an autistic person, hair. No. Oh boy, and then it was hair and smell at the same time. But I think probably that's why I ended up as a child. My mother gave me basically a pixie cup all the time. I think now that I think about it, it's probably because I probably really did freak out if anybody touched my hair. But to this day, will I have my hair cut? No, I can't do it. Can't do it. But yeah, I remember she gave me a Tony once, and oh my gosh, the smell! I could still smell it.
You had your hair cut into a bob from Motorola, and it was a good job. They did a good job.
Yeah, that was a good job.
But the only time Gail gets a haircut is once every 10 years, and she lets me take an inch off.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, hey, you keep it where you got it. Like I'm saying, my hair was basically as a child was shaved all the time,
wait.
That's
as
traumatic.
You hit 65, you could do whatever you want now.
You can do whatever you want.
I did everything for everybody else for 65 years. I went to school for them.
Another 2 months, you can do anything you want. You heard it right here.
You know what else?
Oh, Isla says, I hated it so much. I remember getting my hair cut with a bowl over my head as a kid.
Oh my God.
I just remember the razor, and I can I just I don't have that many. I'm talking really young here. I don't have a lot of memories, but I do remember even the hairdresser sending me home. Wouldn't even finish. It was just no. But yeah, as soon as I got old enough to I guess I got.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
When I was a small child, I lived in Winnipeg, and at this time of year, almost February, my brothers and I were taken down to get a haircut, and I said to my older brother, I was 7 or 6, what kind of haircut should I get? And he said, crew cut, right, as a joke.
Because he's a teenager's older brother.
So we got our haircut, and I said to the guy, I want a crew cut. He goes, oh, okay. and all cut off all my hair. I had a little bit in the front, and I froze
bet
to
you
death.
froze.
It was so cold. You know, I'll never forget. The crew bailed out. That's what I got, a hair crew cut, and the crew bailed out. That's what Gary would have said.
Gary is my brother, who had the corniest jokes in the world, but they were good, and everybody loved him.
International playboy.
Yeah, he was international. He used to tell everybody he was an international playboy, and he owned Kentucky Fried Chicken, which wasn't all a lie, because at the time my uncle was the CEO of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
The only person I ever met that everybody liked him.
Yeah, everybody did.
Single person liked Gary. It was crazy.
Yeah, Ida says, I don't even like the sensation of getting my hair brushed. I'm not, yeah. This is, oh my God, Bob. Yeah, I still have issues with my hair. It's a sensory thing, Yeah. I'm relating. We're relating right here. I'm just saying. But those the things that do happen you, especially when you're when you grew up a neurodivergent in the 1960s, and it was a different world, and that people didn't pay attention. Now they understand, and they help more with kids with sensory issues, because they understand, but they didn't back then. It was just so you're being too sensitive, and that's a negative thing, and don't do it anymore, right? And I think that was the hair thing was one, but also I've always had the smell thing. It doesn't even have to be a bad smell. Just certain smells are just I really can't handle them. And I do remember that whole Tony thing. I think that's why I got my head shaved the first time. She was saying, "You're not going to do this." Tony, yes. Yeah. Oh. I don't know what our parents are thinking, putting all those chemicals on our head like that. Sheesh.
Same reason they were smoking.
Nowadays,
2 packs of cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, in the car too. You're going to a family driving, and it's the windows are all up, and Dad's smoking his non-filters, and it's just like, oh, okay.
Well, can I go back to the thing about being a senior?
Okay, we can go
I
back
think
to
after 65. Okay. Now, what I'm going to say, some people might not like. I think we should be allowed to prescribe our own drugs.
Okay.
I've had enough drugs from the doctor. I know when I need antibiotics.
Well, yeah,
I know when I need painkillers. I know what kind of painkillers I need. And why? Why should I be allowed after 6? Because I paid for the sidewalks, the roads, the army, the telephone poles, all the wires to bring in the electricity.
Well, also right now,
we pay for it, all of us.
It's so difficult to get a doctor and get a prescription. That's the problem.
I know what. If I made it to 65, I know what works.
Yeah, that's true.
Please.
Basically, now we have a nurse practitioner, and I'm pretty good. I know what I need, and I tell her what I need, and that works out pretty good. But even then, there's only certain limitations. They're not going to give me a narcotic or something. Not that I will want a narcotic or anything, but I suppose, because I do have severe pain issues, I should be getting one. I don't know. Well, to have the option, I don't. What
I'm saying is that by the time you're 65, okay, you've broken a bone.
Well, yeah.
You've had an infection. You've gone through some, a death in the family.
Well, not only that.
You're experienced. You know what works.
I think a large percentage of seniors suffer from some sort of chronic pain, be it arthritis or rheumatism or bad teeth or, whatever. And I don't think really there should be more available for their comfort, at least. If you don't want to give them heavier. Hold on a second. Her medications and that. Give them devices like prescribe me a TENS machine for a heating pad. Yeah, I'm a senior.
You're right.
I can't afford these extra things. I would still like to have the option of having a stronger medication? Because there are days I can't get out of bed. I just can't do it because I'm in so much pain. Man, I know every day I like to have the option. I don't want to. Well, again, maybe it's a stigma again. I don't want to say that I would be making them all the time, but I don't think I would. No, I will speak. Let me speak first. Absolutely, Bob, 100%.
Yeah.
A lot of doctors think they know better than us when it comes to our bodies and how we feel.
Can I see this?
Exactly. Okay, we're going.
We had a doctor for over 30 years. He knew my entire family, Gail's entire family, our entire family.
4 generations of our family.
And so how would it go in the doctor's office? It would go like this. I feel like this. The doctor says to me, what do you think we should do?
That's right.
And I say to him, well, I looked on the internet and I've had these drugs before and it worked and I wasn't allergic to it. What do you think? He goes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going home with a prescription. I'm okay. I'm happy now.
See, this is back in the day when you had a family doctor, and that doctor, he treated your family, so he knew. Okay, Gail's family has a problem with cholesterol, so maybe since her parents and her brother had that, we should check her. Or Bob, in his family, there's a history of diabetes, so we should watch for that.
Or when your dad was diagnosed with tuberculosis.
Oh, my dad got tuberculosis.
Immediately, we were all tested.
We were all tested in that. But he 4 generations of my family he treated, and he not only what maybe our medical histories were, but also our mental histories that Bob and Gail in the last year have lost a few family members have moved on and lost their lives. This is probably affecting their stress, which is affecting their pain levels, or maybe they just need to talk. Maybe and we had a doctor that understood all that, or who was able to arrange, when it was too much for our parents to come into a nursing home. We had somebody there for us. Now it's like, go and you stand in a lineup early in the morning at a place you have very little access to see somebody you may never see again.
With a whole bunch of people who are sick.
With a whole bunch of people who are sick, who this person doesn't understand you or anything. What are you going to do? Ask for a prescription? Because you're not going to see this person probably again. What more are you going to get out of this? I think this really is there's a lot of issues right now, but this is the number one issue right now that I feel is affecting me. As a senior, affecting me. I know there's issues that affect we've got all kinds of people that need help and the cost of living,
Exactly.
addiction, homelessness, unemployment. Well, there's so many different things, but I really do feel since becoming a senior. I've been a senior for almost 3 years now. I never realized how ignored the seniors' needs are. They really are. It's almost like you become invisible. Is because I don't know. Our voices don't matter, or maybe they're not loud enough. Ida says exactly. I had a doctor as a baby who made house calls and once stayed with me when I got real sick until I was better again.
Exactly.
Yes, and our doctor made house calls. The kids got the chicken pox.
Yeah.
He came to our house. We didn't drag our kids down to urgent care or something and infect everybody else.
Exactly.
Well, quite a few times he made. We were driving home from Manitoba through the Rockies, and I had impacted wax in my ear, which was extremely painful. We didn't get into Vancouver till 11 p.m. We phoned him at 11 p.m. and he met us at his office so he could remove that from my ear in the middle of the night. But we, and that's what a doctor was. That's what care was. But of course, we weren't seniors then. But our parents were seniors, and we saw how he treated our parents, and they had a lot better go at accessing health care and you know, the different the different needs they all had, you know. And my brother with a brain injury, he had his own mental health issues and stuff. But the doctor was always someone who was there on our side that we could depend on. Now we don't even know if we'll ever have a doctor. Are we ever going to have a doctor again? We've been on the waiting list for years. For
This is
4 years.
This is just my story.
Yeah. Okay, we got a story.
I'm not a doctor, or anything,
Okay.
but I saw a long time ago, before marijuana or cannabis was legalized, that it could help with seizures. This was its main power, was helping people with seizures.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, you maybe want to tell a story about Haley after this, but
I'm not going to.
I went to my doctor and I said, "What do you think about this? This is what I learned." And he said, "Well, I don't know. Do you want to try it?" And I said, "Well, okay, what do we do?"
Yeah.
So he wrote me up a really nice letter. I found out where a dispensary was. I went down, I applied, and they took me. And I was given medical marijuana. And it worked. My jaw was better, where I was having these terrible seizures all the time, the TMJ problems. It literally went away. It was one of the things that helped with the behavior modification.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay. Oh. Which day do you want to go to see Ola? My daughter is going to take my husband shopping, or Bob shopping. Tomorrow? Tomorrow will be good. Okay. I am leaving the camera for a minute to go to the other computer.
Tsunami warnings? What?
Well, California, Oregon after 7. Where was the earthquake?
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. I don't believe this channel half the time. We'll see. Okay, can you put this TV on? I'm
just a second. Just a second.
Okay. Tomorrow. Tomorrow would be great.
Is there a tsunami warning for California? There is no tsunami warning for U.S. West Coast. Based on earthquake information, historical tsunami, the earthquake is not expected to create a tsunami.
Okay. I guess there was an earthquake. Where was the earthquake?
I'm not sure.
So tomorrow after 2, I guess I'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, yeah, anytime.
Wait, my daughter takes my husband shopping. Got to get that good food for Miles, you know. Well, we don't matter. He only matters. I just said, old-time doctors are probably rolling over in their graves with what's going on with the medical system nowadays. I wish I could get medical marijuana, but yeah, it gives me blisters. Oh, you know, have you tried?
They don't.
You can't try. You can't try. Have you tried the gummies give you blisters in your mouth? Because I do get gummies, and you know what? The fellow that I get him at a really good price. He has a store in Victoria. They're about 50 milligram gummies, and I cut them in half. I have one in the morning. I mean, it works better for pain than anything else. There's all different ways of working. They actually have salves, and I don't know how. I remember I used to use the salve on my face.
Talk to an expert.
Yeah. I used to. Well, she has COPD, you see, too, eh?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, if you got any other medications and stuff, how much dosage you should use.
Oh, you tried gummies too. You still get blisters. I wonder if it's like maybe an allergy or something.
Oh.
It's too bad. I mean, for my Crohn's, for instance, in 2009, was it 2009? 2009. No, yeah, 2009. The doctor said, "Well, we're going to try this." So in 2010, I went for a colonoscopy, and I was really sick in 2009. I was sick all the time. I went for a colonoscopy, and then it stopped. I got much better. Not only was there's no sign of disease, but a lot of the scar tissue from before had magically smoothed out, and I guess because it healed itself or whatever. And that was it wasn't my family doctor. That was my specialist, and he was blown away. He said, "He's working," and it was brand new. They just started, so I was one of the first that they actually saw the results of.
Oh, it was an earthquake in Tofino. 4.2.
Oh, 4.2 earthquake in Tofino. Oh. There's been a whole lot of shaking around here. And then we've got that, I guess, 500 miles offshore. We've got a underground volcano, which is not unusual. But it's neat. Anna says, I make too much, histamine in my body. From all plants and fruits. That's right. You told me that before. And other food items. Oh, darn, eh? I wonder if, maybe some way they can synthesize it. It's just amazing the difference it has made in the health, though.
They discovered a new plant in South America. It has the same cannabinoids as and
yeah, you can't use allergies all plants.
No, I'm just saying they discovered a new plant.
A new plant.
It has the same things.
Oh.
They're saying they could use that for medicine because it doesn't have the
cannabinoids. I guess even they. I know they've got it in. Well, I guess even as long as it's from a plant, it's and even in the extracts would be so.
Well,
but it has made it.
Lucky.
It has made a big difference in my life. I think now with my pain issues, it's really helped. It helps get me through it. I do have a problem though with the oil. The problem being is it does make me cough a little bit, and I don't like coughing. Basically, that's my only complaint. I don't have like coughing. I just. I had a really bad cough for a few years there, and I just don't like coughing after that.
Well, but, our son-in-law turns on to this guy who's ultra cheap.
My daughter-in-law hooked me up with this guy, the guy in Victoria, and he actually makes it. Legitimately, it's all legal. He actually makes let's see, I got it right here. He makes the oil, the cartridges, and also the gummies. He's the. I've still got them left from months ago. But so he must. I think he gives them to us for cost. He's really kind. It's amazing. They look like regular candies, actually. Stoner Patch gummies. Great. I thought it said sour. I was leaving them a while because I don't like sour. Oh, this one's got gushers in them. But I've had these. This is from, these are from like 2 months ago even, I guess. I'm not going through them very fast because when I had that really bad infection, I was very, very sensitive. My skin very sensitive. I found that the gummies were making me intensifying the sensitivity, and then so I was just basically depending on the oil. But even that I've been going through it a lot less. But when the pain gets to the point where I it just be. I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's too much. Which you understand. You totally. I really do need a pop of this, and it'll let me out a bit because I can't. I do have medication, but you can only take so much of that. I can only take so much of that. I can't afford to be out of it all the time, and that's what it would do to me. So yeah.
If you can get a doctor to give it to you.
Well, no, I'm talking about just like Tylenol.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Medications. Yeah. The problem here is you have to be down at the local thing here before 7 a.m.
Yeah, you have to be at the clinic here before 7 a.m.
The bus doesn't leave here until 7:08.
And the bus doesn't leave here till 7 8. Yeah, so you have to be there by 7 to 7:1. You can't make it. And I'm not walking down when it's still dark because it's dangerous between here.
Well, I tried going down for a few weeks, 3 or 4 times a week, and every morning there was a big line. And it was standard 7 o'clock in the morning. And what am I going to do? I mean, it's a grocery shop or something, right?
Yeah. Boy, if we ever got off the topic of the Canucks.
Where's those damn
Canucks? By the way, I'm waiting for Ola to write back. Okay, well, let me make sure I check back I'll with her, okay? Oh, I'm using the wrong mouse. Make sure I check back with her later.
Sure, every time there's a A television break.
And I also have to remind her tomorrow at work so she doesn't go home without coming to take you shopping first. Ola is my most wonderful daughter. I'm telling you. I don't know what we would do without her. I really don't. She looks out for us. I can't find the link. Where are we? Where's the Canucks, man?
Oh, you got right there. It just says we're watch live.
Watch live. I clicked on that.
But it's not time yet. Well, 5:57 right now.
Yeah. What am I doing wrong? Well, we're trying to
Click
watch.
back and then come in again.
We're trying to watch a hockey game, and they're not letting us.
That's okay. We're not only going to miss the anthem.
I'm gonna.
There you go. There you go. It's right there.
Where are we?
Nashville
Predators. Nashville Predators. You had me going there with.
You surely couldn't offend anybody by choosing that name. Like really.
Predators. Watch. Oh, here we go.
Watch live.
Watch live. Watch from beginning. Watch live. We don't want to watch from beginning. We don't want to listen to the anthem.
Oh,
it's okay.
Look.
There was a problem. No, here we are. Is this it?
Yeah.
Hey everyone.
No, it's not. Oh.
Studios. If you want to watch the third period that's just about to get
No,
underway,
it's just. No, it's just another 2-3 minutes. Don't worry.
Okay.
Are we allowed to broadcast sound?
Oh gosh, I better mute that.
Well, it doesn't really matter if we're not going to save.
Well, we're going to be going offline. We're not going to be watching the game. Well, I guess we're going to be logging off now since the game's about to start. We can't really broadcast the sound, and I got some work to do too. Still, I got to do my stats and stuff, all that fun stuff. So thanks a lot, Isla, for hanging in there. I'll give you an opportunity to charge your things up, and we'll enjoy our hockey game, guy. Thank you so much. And I don't know what time I'll be on in the morning. I guess it depends. I'm doing this whole thing by whenever it happens. So however long it takes me to set up the page, and there you go. I'll probably do the news thing on video. I'd upload that. My news poem. And then I'll come on and we'll talk about whatever we're going to celebrate tomorrow. So if I see you then, or if I see you later on in the day, I'm just going to be trying this out and see what, and see. I guess, Rome wasn't built in a day. So we'll see you sometime tomorrow maybe, or I'll be here anyways. Well, yeah. I can't see I'll be going anywhere because he's going shopping tomorrow. Okay. Thanks a lot for coming by. And we all hope the Canucks will win. So there we go.